We are at the VNova stall and we're talking to Sam Orton J, who's the Vice President and Head of Professional Services.
We actually have two areas. On this side of our stand, we're showcasing the ecosystem, just showing how the adoption of MPEG-5 LCVC continues to increase. So we're showing, for example, the encoding from Harmonic, who have LCVC in their products. Over here we're showing Realtek, one of the SoC vendors that has support for LCVC, and some of the set-top boxes that use their chipsets. And we're also showcasing the open source projects. There's various open source projects, FFmpeg, Android X, that include support for LCVC. And really, maybe to emphasize, one of the things that all of this is enabling currently is the rollout of LCVC in Brazil, where it is part of the new DTV Plus broadcasting standard. So it sort of shows you all of the pieces that are needed to really launch a new standard. We've been very active with how they've been developing that new standard over the last few years. They're in the process of launching test channels. So operators like Globo and others in Brazil are launching test channels, and there will be fully public broadcast channels from this summer onwards around the World Cup. And it's a showcase of a brilliant sort of next generation broadcast standard that's really adopting the best of breed technologies, VVC, the VVC codec with LCVC as an enhancement, MPEG-H audio, for example, and delivering 4K P60 channels at just 10 megabits per second or even lower. Well, we actually tend to say there's not an obvious competitor to MPEG-5 LCVC, and that's because it's a complementary technology that sits on top of any other existing video codecs. So whether it's H.264, HEVC, AV1, any of them, MPEG-5 LCVC helps to make them more efficient, so delivering higher quality, often at up to 2% lower bit rates. So with MPEG-5 LCVC, because it's a core video technology, it can work in a lot of verticals. So at NAB, we're certainly looking forward to seeing lots of our pay TV colleagues, streaming services, but we're also very active in spaces like social media apps, where this technology can help with user-generated video as well. But maybe briefly to turn to what we have on the other side of the hall, on the VNova side of our presence. We're showcasing two additional things. One is fully immersive 6 Degrees of Freedom VR, where we're working with some of the biggest content owners to launch the best VR experience really that's around today, and we're launching a direct-to-consumer service in partnership with NVIDIA. So which will be streaming these very high-quality, fully immersive experiences to headsets, initially to the Apple Vision Pro and then to Quest a little later. And the final solution I'll mention over on the other side there is what we're doing with AI, where our VC6 format is helping to accelerate how images or video are ingested into any sort of AI workflow, whether it's inference or object detection. It can speed up an AI pipeline by as much as 10 or even 20 times.